What's going on, guys? Roma the Roamer here. In this video, I'm going to get independent of your location. So right now, I'm sourcing books from Clarksville, Tennessee. Ironically, I've sourced books in Miami, Florida, back when I was home in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm also sourcing books. Where else am I sourcing books from? Chicago. So there's a town south of Chicago, or a city. It's called Illinois. I put an ad up on Craigslist a while back because I was making a trip there, and now I'm not there. But I'm still going to source the books, and I'll tell you how. Okay, I'm going to tell you 99% of you just aren't going to be able to do this technique for a couple reasons. And number one, you guys aren't hustlers enough like me. I'm a fucking hustler. A lot of you guys are introverted. I think I'm more introverted than extroverted, to be fair enough. I'm an ambivert. I think I'm right on the line. But you need to have a network, and introverts can have networks. But the reason why I say 99% of you aren't going to take action is like this technique takes a little bit of creativity, and it just takes hustle, and it takes faith. So you need to actually get leads. So post on Craigslist, post on Facebook Marketplace. Any way you usually get leads. Like I go over this in a ton of my videos. Call libraries up, call thrift stores up. You don't need to be there to source the books. You don't need to physically be somewhere to scan the books. You can call them and say, hey, do you guys have books? Colleges, whatever. There's 1,000 different places with books. So you need to get the yes. You need to get the yes from the person that has the books, the company or business, whatever it is. Then you need to find someone to go and pick them up. And that's why I'm saying a lot of you aren't going to be able to do this because your network's not big enough. But over time, I've built a network, not only through my social media, just from me traveling all over the place and just having friends all over the place. And most of you guys will have family in different cities, friends in different cities. And you could also, I have not gone this route yet, but you could also hire from different cities, but I think that's a little bit too much work. So unless it's a multi-$1,000 source, I would not pursue hiring for this method. But anyway, put ads up on Craigslist, put ads up on Facebook Marketplace, free ads. You could just post as owner. Sorry, my head's itchy. It's hot as hell here in Florida. My head gets itchy when I'm hot. Post ads on Facebook and Craigslist. So you post wanted by owner, and it should be free. So just in the ad, it's going to be free book pickup, or you could say I will purchase your books for cash. So right now, the source I got in Lockport, I'm buying the books for $1.70 per book, and it's Christian fiction, guys. I'm paying $1.70 per book, but I know this source is good because last time I was in Chicago, I paid $500 for how many books that is divided by $1.70. Literally loaded my whole car up with the books, and I'm already, according to the tracking spreadsheet, if you guys don't use the tracking spreadsheet, it breaks down all your profits on different sources. I have a link below. Let me know if you have questions about that. It's very good for taking a step back, looking at your business and saying, look, are these books I'm sourcing really making me money? Because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Are you making money or not? After the $500 buy cost, I'm already at $2,000 profit from fucking Christian fiction. Is that not insane? I'm Christian. I just use fucking and Christian in the same sentence. But I believe God doesn't care if you cuss. That's just me. I believe God cares about derogatory language, not arbitrary words with vowels and consonants that make noises. So I use it in a positive connotation. So I think he's going to let that one pass. Anyway, back to the source in Chicago. I'm having someone, I'm kind of like making people bid against each other. I have like 4 people I could use. So I'm not going to like openly be like, who's going to do it for the cheapest, but I am going to reach out to a couple of them and see logistically how close are they to the source, and then propose an offer to both of them. And if one tries to haggle me, I can just go with the other. You always want to have abundance in everything you do. You want to have multiple options, whether that's girls, whether it's business, whether that's business partners. You always want to have multiple options. That way you're never needy to the point of, oh, please do this, because then that's when people get a lot of money out of you. So this person's going to go pick up the books. I know most of them are good. It's gonna make a 90% accept rate, and he's going to list them into my Amazon account, ship them directly to FBA. Now, if I didn't trust him, or not trust him, but if I didn't have faith that he's an Amazon seller, if I didn't have faith that he could vet the books properly, grade the books, list the books, if that was going to be too much, I would just have him pack the books up and ship them to my lister's house. And if you guys are going to pursue a source like this, it has to be worth it to pack the books up in a box and ship them to another location without eating up all your profits. Like if it eats up all your profit in shipping fees to send them back home, you shouldn't even be looking for ways to send them directly to Amazon, because that means you're not making that much profit anyway. So pursue the big sources. Big, profitable, high dollar, preferably replenishable sources, but this technique's not so much replenishable. This is more like a skill you want to cultivate. So if you ever get a lead in a different city, Tampa, Florida, New York City, Chicago, Los Angeles, wherever the books are, you want to have a way. I'm not there, but I don't have to catch a flight and go get them. I can handle this, through my network, through my skills, through hiring someone. That's something I want to work on. I do want to, because I hire lots of people, but I've never hired someone for this. Most of the time when I'm in a position to hire someone, I'm just like, shit, like I don't even want to do it, because again, it comes back to how much money is this going to make you. This time around, it's probably going to make me maybe $800 after all said and done. So it's still worth me pursuing. And yeah, the other one in Clarksville, Tennessee, I have a couple friends near Clarksville, and I have one friend that lives in Clarksville. So obviously I'm going to reach out to the one that lives in Clarksville first. He's not an Amazon seller, so I don't have faith in him packing the books up. He's going to take them back, who goes through everything. Shout out Ben Flippin' Hard Goods, Wesley. Sometimes he watches my YouTube videos. He's also an eBay seller. He'll go through them, scan, and take all the good stuff out. And then my lister, my listers, we have 7 of them in Nashville. They'll go to the storage unit and they'll pick up the box, which will have the source written on it. And I'm either going to cut the person from Clarksville who drives down. This is how you pay the people that do this for you. You can pay them a percent of the profits. Hey, you get 20% of profits. Hey, you get $100 right out. This is what you get, or you get $50 right. It depends on how far they're driving. I'll reimburse your gas. I'll pay you $12 an hour, like whatever it is. But I think I'm going to do a profit split. I'm addicted to investing zero money up front. I'm addicted to it. I don't want to be in a position where I'm paying $1 per book. Even though I'm doing that in Chicago, I don't want to do that very often. As often as possible, I want to get the book for free or on consignment. And so if I get the book for free, obviously I'm never paying anything for it. And if I get it on consignment, I'm paying way more than I should for it, but that money doesn't come out of my bank account until it's in my bank account. That's the difference. So if I get 20,000 books that I send in and they're all on consignment, zero money up front, I'm going to pay way more in the long run, but I'm not spending, $20,000 if I'm paying $1 per book up front. I don't want to be doing that. So I'm addicted to getting books on consignment. I think a lot of you guys should pursue that model. Again, that spreadsheet that I just talked about, tracking spreadsheet, mentor Caleb Roth made this spreadsheet, and it is fucking amazing. I've gone so far down the consignment path that I actually had to modify this spreadsheet. The spreadsheet's already amazing. It already breaks down all your sources, how much profit they make. You can put, for example, if I'm going to pay Joel, the guy that's going to Clarksville to pick up books for me, if I'm going to pay him 20% of profits, all I have to do is make the source Joel / his last name, and then put 20% on the consignment tab, and it's going to pay me. I'm going to put 80% for me. I keep 80%. It's going to automatically calculate 20% for him. And each month I'll pay him 20% of whatever profits we make. But we've gone so far. You guys know I have restrictedinventory.com. So I have like 500 plus consignees now. So what I had to do is I had to build out different tabs for literally a contact list, ensuring that we're tracking each SKU, just a bunch of different meticulous things. Unfortunately, I can't sell that. I wish I could, but I can't sell it because Caleb already sells his spreadsheet, and this is damn near his spreadsheet, just with a couple extra things. So maybe one day I'll have a spreadsheet for sale, but it'd have to be 100% different from Caleb's, because I'm not gonna step on my mentor's toes. But hope that was helpful. I'm gonna answer these 2 comments that came in. But get creative, guys. Go out there, get after it. Don't limit yourself to one location. You guys know me as Roamer the Roamer. Why do I call myself Roamer the Roamer? It's because I want to roam the whole planet. I want to roam to Asia. I want to roam to Rome. I want to roam to Africa, Antarctica, and I want to be sourcing books the whole time, and I want the books to come to me regardless of where I'm at. I want to source books independent of my location. Okay? Let's see what these questions are. Morning, says Benny. What kind of comp plans do you do? I don't know what you mean by that. What are comp plans? Elaborate. Let's get a couple more questions in here. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh! I'm gonna start doing a vocal routine every morning. It's Roger Love. He's a vocal coach. I'm trying to get better articulating myself, articulating these points that I'm on video all day. And so I want to get, that's part of the reason why I started YouTube, is I want to get better with my communication skills. So I just want to throw that out there. So a couple years down the road, I can watch this video again and say, oh, he's saying that he wants to get better at his communication skills. Did I get any better? Rome was awesome. Nice. Germany was awesome. Nice. Love the content. Bluegrass Picker, love you. Thanks for coming. What about having local peeps source your Goodwills for you? Do you think that's valuable to have them pay for the books themselves and split 50-50? Oh yeah, that's great. 100%. I love the way you set that up, because you could have set that up 10 different ways. The yard sale closure, you could have set that up by paying for their books, paying for the cost of the book, and then you could have set it up by paying them per book. So paying them a finder's fee per book. I love how you didn't do that, because that's going to be a cash flow negative situation. You're going to have them source 1,000 books. You're going to pay $1,500 for paying them $1 per book. Boom, you're $2,500 in the hole, and you've made zero profit. I love how you made them pay for the book, and you're not paying them until the book sells. You're in a cash flow positive situation there. Great thinking. I would still hire a lister. So that's the only thing you're going to be in the hole, is the listing fee, which is, you're not Amazon listing fee or anything like that. You're literally paying a lister to list the books and send them to Amazon, and then you're in the hole with the inbound shipping as well. So inbound shipping to Amazon. So that money is very little, and you can scale that business fast. So I like that. I like it a lot. It is harder to motivate people with that. I will say that. So what you have to do is make sure that they're sourcing good stuff, so they make profit ASAP. Because if they don't see profit in a couple weeks, they're gone, dude. Compensation plans for listers. What do you mean by that? I'm with you. I hate paying up front for them. I'm still a part-time reseller. I'm not scared up like you, but I want to get there. You saying I'm scared, bro? Pretty sure that was a typo. You'll get there, man. Just keep grinding. Compensation plans. What do you mean? I still don't understand. Compensation for down the link. $12 an hour. They get any percent of the profit. It doesn't make sense to marry. You want to divorce the price of the book from the lister. There's no reason why the price of the book and the lister should be tied. The price of the book and the sourcer, maybe. And I say maybe because if someone goes to one location for you, or 5 locations that you're going to hit up anyway, and you're going to use the same exact triggers they are, and they're not using any creative energy to source the books, they're not negotiating, they're not finding new sources, they're not doing any of this, there's no reason why they should be getting a profit split. On the other hand, if you're encouraging them to negotiate backroom access, if you're encouraging them to negotiate with students, maybe they're at a college campus, maybe they're going around a college campus knocking on doors, maybe if more creative energy, more sales energy is involved in getting the book, then 100% they should be getting a profit split. Cut them 10-15% of profits. Okay, that you want them to have incentive to find higher dollar books instead of just going to a section of nonfiction when there's also a textbook section. They're going to know in their head, hey, that textbook section is worth a lot more, which is going to make you more money at the end of the day, because now they're thinking, how do I get more money? If you give them incentive to negotiate backroom access, and they know that there's better books because you're a good teacher to them, you're a good teacher, you're a good boss, you tell them, hey, look, all the good stuff's in the back. they're going to start negotiating backroom access more if there are different sources. So when you have incentive like that, takes a lot of willpower and creative energy on their part. You certainly want to compensate. You want to give them a commission. Okay, the yard sale closer is coming back in with a couple questions. Oh wait, hold on. Bluegrass Picker says, I'm a huge Tony Robbins fan. I can tell you are as well. I love the video where you jumped in the ice bath for minutes. Awesome, control your mind. Yes, I am a huge Tony Robbins fan. He's an amazing man. And I just got an apartment with an ice bath that goes down to 50 degrees and it's got jets in it. So I no longer have to get, in Tennessee in wintertime it's cold, and I would get either A, into the river near my house, or B, I would get into this ice trough that I bought on Craigslist. And it's a great, and sometimes I'd have to break the ice to get in. In the morning, I would have to go out there with a fucking hammer it out and get in. And I always stayed in for 10 minutes. It was, and one time it was like 20 degrees out and I stayed in there for 10 minutes. So I'll never have to, I'm not going to say I never do that again, but a 50-degree ice bath every morning, I still get the physical benefits without completely wrecking my mind. But it was good. It was good for mental toughness. Basically, how do you pay people for sourcing for you? You kind of answered it. I'll pay you for the book plus $1 for splits. Yeah, I just answered that. I would rather go 50-50. You could go 60-40, you could go 75-25. Depends on, are they finding the books and listing the books? I don't recommend doing that, but maybe for like another reseller, this is a good plan to do. Like Rakin, my mentor, actually, a bookstore closed down right next to his house. He didn't even know about it. I found out about it. I called them. I set up the whole deal. He went in there. He's getting 75% of the profits. He found the books. He listed the books. I'm getting 25% of the profits. He paid for the books too. That's an example. Me and Caleb, we go in on deals together. It depends. How much work are they doing? Make it fair. How much work are they doing? Are they finding the books, listing the books? Are they just finding the books? Were they involved with the deal? It goes back to creativity and sales. How much of their job has to do with closing the deal? How much of their job has to do with finding more books within the deal, backroom access, maybe other connections, little things like that. Are books all you resell? I sell DVDs and CDs as well, and that's all I sell right now. I love Tony, Ed Milet as well. I don't know who Ed Milet is. Got 18 people in here. I'm going to answer questions for 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. Hit that like button. I'm trying to think of something cool for my name, like a play on the words to go over to the like button. So maybe roam on over to that like button. Smash it. Helps the algorithm. Comment something even if you're not interested. No, don't comment if you're not interested. Comment something if you're watching this but you don't have a question, because then it's going to spike the algorithm and make me a little bit bigger on YouTube. You got to think how the algorithm's going to work, how to get myself out there. Dope thumbnails, dope tags. I'm working on all that. That's like a whole science in and of itself. And I've been terrible at it so far. I have not been playing the algorithm the way I should. I've just been pushing a shit ton of content. So help me out here, guys. I need more help learning how to read ScoutIQ. Go back and watch my video. It's called, type in Romer the Roamer on YouTube and then type in leaving profitable books on shelves. Go to YouTube. You can do it right now. You can leave this video. I don't care. And type that in, because that video, I break down the charts of ScoutIQ. And it's an in-depth video, but I feel like I cover somewhat of the basics. But I also go into like different things to look out for in the app that it's not necessarily going to tell you. It's not going to ding green. It's not going to set off a profitable trigger, even though it's a profitable book to sell on Amazon. So there's 2 things that's happened when you go in a bookstore. There's 2 different things. There's the projected profit, anticipated profit according to the sourcing app you're using, ScoutIQ, and then there's the actual profit. We don't know. There's no way of knowing that. But if God could come down and say, hey, look, this is a $5.23 profit book. If you bought it, he knows all the profit of the books. So the apps are just an idea of what it might be, but there's actual profit, and keep that in mind. Keep that in mind that who knows, this book may never sold on Amazon, but if you pick it up, it might sell. The app may say it's going to lose you $5, but if you look closely at the analytics of the app, you can see, oh, okay, the app's not considering this. The app's not considering that there's no FBA offers. The app's not considering that the book used to sell for $100, now there's only 5 used offers. Like, there's so many things apps considering. So go watch that video. I really break down everything. See who else we got in here. A couple more questions. I'm gonna get out. To only use default triggers on ScoutIQ, or do you set up custom? I set up custom. I have conservative triggers for people who are going to be shipping books inbound to me, because now I'm paying for inbound shipping to me, and then I'm paying for shipping to Amazon. I want a little bit more profit for those. For bulk books, I lower my profit to about $1, so it just depends. I ship 5 to 10 boxes a week. I'll ship. Nice. Make sure they're good quality. Doesn't matter like if you have 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 in inventory, if your inventory is shitty. Make sure if you have 2,000 in inventory, it's a great number of profitable books. If you have 2,000 in inventory. If you have 2,000 in inventory and it's all $1 profit books, your inventory is literally worth $2,000. If you have 2,000 in inventory and it's all $5 profit books, you're now worth $10,000 profit. A few comments above. Okay, my bad. Come on over, I like it. Let's see. I've never studied box contents. I currently use Accelerless, single box method. Am I missing out? Okay, this is the last question I'm gonna answer, and I'll get out of here. So the single box method, if you guys are watching this video, and you don't know what single box method is, type in Caleb Roth listing books single box method. He breaks down how to use single. You see, are there splits? If there's no splits, great, you close the box out. Need to do box contents. Zero need to do box contents because there's no splits. After you send that box out, you start the next box, and you save yourself the time of doing box contents. The reason why, with my team, the way I train them, and in my manual, which is in my course, The Book Business Blueprint, which the wait list will be below as well, we have all our manuals in there. And in my manual, I have the single box method, which my mentor Caleb Roth taught me. And then I also have box contents method, which is a commonly used method among bulk resellers. So if we list 50 books using the one box method, but there's 3 splits, meaning it wants to go to 3 different warehouses, what we'll do is we won't close the shipment out. We're not going to honor those splits. We're going to, instead of listing, 40 to 50 books in a box, we are now going to list, the rule I have is 150. So you have to at least 150 and then close the shipment out. But most of the time, if we get splits on the first box, they'll go up to like 300. And when they get up to 300, sorry, my head's itchy. Head gets hot when I'm in humidity, hot and itchy. So they'll get up to 300, and then what they're gonna do is they'll, the splits, there still might be 3 splits. I've heard this theory that there's always 3 splits, no matter what. I don't know if it's true or not. Most of the time there's like 3 or 4 splits. So I think it is true. I think it makes it easier for bulk suppliers just to have 3 splits. And so bulk Amazon sellers. So then with the 3 splits, there's usually a split that has like 15, and then there's 2 bigger splits. Like one might have 80, and then one might have like 40 something. Okay. So when that happens, when you have 3 splits, those are manageable, because you could put 15 books in a box. And when you pack a box, the rule I have from listers is it has to go over 35 pounds. And again, I learned this from my mentor, Caleb Roth, that if it goes over 35 pounds, that's about where shipping per pound levels out. So the price you're getting per pound, you want to get between 20 to 25 cents per pound. If you're not shipping LTL, which we're transitioning to, which is shipped by the pallet, we still ship by the box, and we're moving lots of volume. It's just because I have listers at 7 different locations, and we're doing pickups, and we're doing lots of consignment. We want to get people paid as quickly as possible, so we're shipping stuff out not by pallets, but per box. So those are the 2 different things we do. We try box content. We try the single box method first. If that doesn't work, then we do box content method. Hope that made sense, guys. Much love. Thank you for tuning in to this live video. Let me know if you guys want more live videos like this. Comment below. Show me some love. If not, you're not invited to my birthday party, which is going to be in Miami. I don't even know if I'm having a birthday party. I always just make that joke, but I probably should have a birthday party, so I can't invite the people that didn't comment on here. But everyone commented, you get invited to my birthday party. Much love. Peace out.